What is going on, everyone? Greatest Hits here. I am back again with another video for you guys today, and this is a video that none of you really expected. Some of you probably have expected it because I bought a brand new bike about 4 months ago, a little over 4 months now, and you knew I was going to get some gear at some point. I think I said that in previous videos. Actually, I did in the previous video where I wrecked. Anyhow, I got all this gear here. Some of it's from Amazon, some of it's from Got Gear, some of it's from our TV. I don't know how to pronounce this, but anyways, yes, here's all the gear here. I am okay, by the way. All of my wounds healed up perfectly. I can walk really good now, and yeah, thank God it wasn't any worse than what it was. Yeah, so anyhow, here's my gear. Like I said, we got the helmet here from KYT. We have Alpine shoes. Also, I have the leather HWK Motorsports motorcycle jacket. It has shoulder pads, it has elbow pads, it has a back pad as well. And it has plenty of zippers to store stuff in places that you need. We also have the, this is actually a different brand. By the way, I was looking for leather on Amazon, leather jackets, leather pants for motorcycle riding. And I didn't want anything basic. I wanted something a little bit slightly higher upscale, and just something that looks good as well. And I should have got the jacket in this type of brand. But anyways, this is called the Naru pants here. This is what that looks like right here. You got the knee pads, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, it's super thick, it's super comfortable, and a lot of people like it on Amazon. It's stretchy, it's flexible. You got the zippers down here, and I've been riding on all of this gear for about, I want to say, a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. The helmet I just got, and we'll get to that in a second. It got a zipper back here. That way when you have the jacket, you can zip the bottom part, back half of the jacket to it. That way it doesn't move around when you're riding, because you're moving around a lot when you're riding. So nothing too special, nothing too super duper high quality, but something to just kind of start with. That way when I do fall again, I don't hurt myself as much. Now, you can't avoid broken bones. It's just how it's going to be. But anyways, let's talk a little bit more about the jacket. Here's the jacket here. This is a size medium, and these pants, I forgot to mention, these pants are a 32-30, I believe. That's my size. Obviously, you can obviously purchase several different other sizes. But anyways, here's the jacket here. Really nice, thick. It's a CE level 1 approved type deal. I'm going to put all of this in the description below. Here is the back. I just thought it would fit my personality. I just didn't just go buy anything. I just kind of did a little bit more research, and this is what I decided on. Anyways, this is the first thing that I saw. I purchased it, and then this is the second thing that I saw, and I purchased it. Not immediately. Again, I did a little bit of research on both of them, particularly this jacket, and I heard a lot of people like this jacket. You also have like some Velcro stuff or whatever that you pop open to take the pads out and replace them with new pads. Same thing through the sleeve. You also have a pocket for a phone here, and then you have a zipper right next to it. for more storage. And then on the other side, you have a pocket. And you got a zipper down here, which this zipper could work with these pants, but never tried it. But yeah, super comfortable. It blocks a lot of the wind when you're riding. And but as far as like how cold it is and whatnot, it helps with the jacket, but the pants, like, it helps it a little bit, especially when it's cold out, but it's not like unbearable. But they work for the time being, and they're breathable, obviously a little breathable, which is probably why you'll end up getting cold in these pants, which I did. Especially if it's like anywhere from 30 and below, you'll start feeling it like throughout your whole legs over time, not instantaneously. But if it's like above that, I say about 45, 50, 60, something like that, you won't feel it as much. So yeah, on to the next thing. We got the Alpine gloves that will go with the helmet that you'll see later. I figured I would go with red, white, and black because I picked this helmet out and I love the way that it looks, that I just said I gotta have it. I didn't want to go with like green and black, green and black, green and black, you know, for my gear. And then for my bike, it's just too much green for me, at least. And obviously, to some of you, it may look weird with red and black and white and then a green bike, but it's my gear, it's my bike, I'll do what I want, all right? So I don't care. But these are not the carbon fiber knuckle gloves, but let me show you guys. So looks really, really good. I'm still learning about motorcycling and gear and all that stuff, but from what the lady told me, it's made to where it keeps your fingers kind of together when you're riding, and then whenever you wreck, your fingers just don't come off, or I wouldn't say don't come off, but they'll protect your smaller fingers in a wreck or something like that. But anyways, looks really, really good. They are the SP8s, and then they have these Velcro straps and all of that. You can strap it down to the length and the adjustments that you want. And it's the same thing up here, and they fit really, really well. Now, being that I have this leather jacket, it's hard for me to put the gloves all the way in. I have some space in these fingers here, and then basically all four of these fingers, but the thumb is perfect. But when I put it on, it doesn't slide all the way in because it's being pushed out from the jacket. So I may end up getting a different jacket or gear altogether. That way I can fit the glove all the way on properly. But they're comfortable. They're not to be ridden in cold weather or the rain. Even though you can, it's not going to be comfortable at all. Your hands are going to freeze, I promise you. I went to work yesterday on Friday. By the way, it's Saturday. So I went to work yesterday and it was 32 degrees and I was wearing these. They didn't help at all. At all. Okay? So if you expect these to keep your hands warm, it won't. It won't. It just, no, it won't. But they're comfortable, and in warmer climates, you won't be sorry. Plus, they have these little, I don't even know what you call them, but that right there, these little holes where air can come in and cool your hands, particularly during the summertime. But yeah, they look good, they feel good, they're comfortable. The feedback from the on the handlebars and stuff like that, and the throttle and everything. Unless if you have these things on your hands really well and they're nice and tight and snug, you don't have a whole lot of feedback and a lot of I can't feel the throttle that well, so I can't gauge where the throttle is at as far as, like, you know, movement, if that makes any sense at all. Like, if I put my bare hands on the throttle, then, you know, I have more control and more feel on where the throttle is at. With these gloves on, if you don't have them on properly, you're not gonna feel it as much. That's just what I've experienced. So, by the way, I got these gloves from Got Gear in Ridgeland, Mississippi. And then I got those shoes, the Alpine shoes, from Got Gear as well. So, everything else, Amazon, and then the helmet, I got that from KYT, and then the earplugs, which I'll talk about right now. I got this online, right here. They work very well. I'm not sponsored, by the way. This video is not sponsored, but these work really, really well. They block a lot of the wind noise. You can still hear it, but it's not like unbearable. But they block a lot of the wind noise, and I highly recommend these. Highly recommend them. Up to -27 decibels, which means is you can hardly hear anything with these on. If you're not riding, you can hardly hear anybody speak with these on. And when you're riding, of course, you can hear the bike, you can hear stuff around you, but it's not like super duper muffled to where you can't hear nothing. So they gave me 2 of these when I purchased it. I think they were $30 or $40 something for 2. And yeah, in the box, give you a case and then several different ear tips as well to your ear size. And then they have this little rubber loop here. That way, if you want to tie it to something, tie it down to something or whatever, you can. And then when you open it up, that's what it looks like right there. And that's pretty much it, guys. So I have one for myself and one for somebody if they want to, you know, backpack with me and ride the bike, particularly women, okay? Because I don't backpack dudes. I just don't. No, we ain't doing that. If you don't know what backpack is I'm on the bike and then somebody's sitting right behind me and their body's basically up against me and all that. So anyways, I don't do that. To the mask, nothing too special. Got it off of Amazon as well, but it's a skull mask. Thought it would be really, really cool to have when I take that nice helmet off and people see this. And by the way, every time I'm riding, especially with this helmet, everybody's turning heads. Everybody's saying, nice bike, nice helmet. You look like you're going fast, all that stuff. I love it. Again, Alpines. These are the, I can't read backwards, but that's the type of Alpine shoe that I've chosen. Nice looking design. This will help with your ankles and feet whenever you do wreck, or if you're leaning when you're on the track. Instead of your feet being scraped, burn a hole in your shoe and ruin your feet, this will protect it. So that's what that's for. And then it's also for, like, I guess if you're leaning the bike, like you're really leaning the bike while you're at the track, I guess this is what that's for too. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm a novice, so I'm still learning a lot about bikes. And I'm really enjoying it so far, and I would love to take this thing out on the track this year, maybe twice this year, just to master this bike and move on to a bigger bike. Speaking of bikes, there's the Ninja 500. but I want to keep this bike and I want to add another bike to my collection. So we'll see on that. But I don't really know what that hole is for, but that's just the design there. Something like that. And it looks so good. It's kind of dirty, but there you go. And then you have this zipper here to zip up once you put the shoe on, and then this Velcro strap on. So, and then on the other side, you got another strap here to kind of compress the shoe down and strap it on as well. When you're not using these, they say to put, when you buy the shoes, they come in a box obviously, but they tell you to keep the wrapping paper stuffed into the shoe. That way it can keep its form. I don't know how many people actually do that, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't do that. So there you go. Now on to the main event. So I've already opened this thing up already because I was anxious and I wanted to see what it looked like in person. They have all these warning signs of what to do and what not to do with the helmet and all that stuff. But first off, this clear screen was actually on the helmet. I took that off and put the tinted dark screen on. It comes separately, so if you buy this helmet for $169 and then a little over $200 out the door, and then this is another $23. So $200, I think I paid a little over $230 for this whole thing. Then that's what you would get. It's just this in the helmet and not anything else. So clear screen, visor screen, whatever you want to call it, same difference. They also gave me this, there's a return policy that they give you, and then I have no idea what this is, I'll be honest. Y'all let me know in the comments. I'll have to read on it. I'm sure there's a manual in there. There's a manual in there, so I'm gonna have to read it. But tell me in the comments what this is. But let me take it out for you guys real fast, and then we'll get on to the helmet. That's what that looks like. I don't know if it's for the back of the wing of the helmet or the front. I don't know. But there you go. It comes with the helmet, by the way, for some reason. Manual, important information, blah blah blah. And here is the helmet. Right here, they give you a cover, and here it is. So, and then some other stuff, and then TT Revo manual right here. So, this is the helmet right here. Looks very good. Very good. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen my gear already, so I kind of spoiled it a couple days ago or a week ago or something like that. Actually, it was a week ago, I think. You saw my gear, you liked it, all that, great. But anyways, here it is on video. I'm gonna get a closer shot. I'm getting a closer shot for you guys so you can look at it better. But that's what it looks like. Super cool there. It looks so freaking good. Every time I ride and take this helmet with me, it's like I'm famous, you know? Everybody's looking. They're like, what? So anyways, you got some vents here. You just pull and push that up and down so that way when you're riding and every time you ride, there is air coming in And then there's some vents up here on the top, like that. And then some vents back here. That way when you're riding and going fast and stuff, the wind can go through these vents here and then come out the exhaust, as they would say. I think that's what they call it back here, out of these vents. The air will come out there. So as the air is swooping up and around and inside, the air is coming out like that of the helmet. And then you got vents on the side here. So this is the KYT TT Revo helmet, DOT approved with some other certifications and stuff. It's ECE approved, which means it's European approved as well, which is really, really good. It is an extra large, this helmet. I'm surprised my head is an extra large, but I had to measure my helmet before I went and bought this, because it's very important that you do, because if you buy whatever helmet that you think you might need and you don't measure your head, it's gonna bite you in the butt. You're gonna waste your time and your money, and then you have to take it back and get the right helmet. So please measure your head and your body and all of that before you buy gear. So yeah, my head is 61 and 62 millimeters. That's crazy. But yes, anyhow, you push on this little tab here and it opens up like that. And then here is the underside of it. Plenty of cushion, plenty of room to put your head in, all that stuff. And then you got this chin little cloth thing that you can sit your chin on top of. That way it has some kind of support. Show you a little bit better. There you go. Now when I bought this helmet and tried it on, it fit perfectly, but the problem was my ears were getting caught when I took the helmet off. But over time, the pads actually broke in a little bit, and I don't really have much of that problem, but they still catch a little bit when I take the helmet off. So I may have to go back to KYT, get some smaller pads on the side. I'll put it on real quick and show you guys what that looks like. All right, so there you go. Just take this strap on through the loops, and then you take it back down to the bottom loop, the loop behind the first loop, and then you loop it back around and then pop it in the hole. But anyways, I'm not going to do that. I just kind of wanted to show you guys that. But really nice helmet. It's pretty light compared to the helmet that I had before. I still have that helmet, but I'm not going to be using that anymore. I washed the pads in the old helmet, got it cleaned up, and just I sit it on my wall. I got to actually hang on my wall. But what y'all think of that? Right? Pretty cool? Great. Now when I take it off, let's see. Yeah, it still grasps my ears. It hurts a little bit, but the helmet is breaking in. I think after a while, I'll probably get used to it. I've worn this helmet probably maybe 4 times already. And yeah, guys, let me show you another part of the helmet there. Really, really cool. If you really don't know what size your head is before you go and buy a helmet, what you want to do, and I'll show you again. When you put the helmet on, the bottom side of the chin of the helmet's supposed to be at or a little bit past underneath your chin. All right, really just past your chin. That's really what it is. Okay, and then you want to take your finger to see if you can squeeze your finger through the side of the helmet. If I can't squeeze my whole finger or any of my fingers on the side of my helmet on my cheeks, then that's how you know it's a good snug fit. If you can't put your finger through your forehead in the helmet, then that's how you know, again, your helmet is a good fit for you. But if your whole head is not seated in the helmet properly, and it's kind of like the helmet is like this, then you know it's the wrong size, right? Also, your nose is supposed to match perfectly to this little plastic thing. I can't remember what it's called, but this plastic thing right there is supposed to line up perfectly to that, right? So that's another way of knowing if that particular helmet that you see, that you like, and that you want to try on is for you or not. So, anyways, yeah, also, I forgot one last thing. If you can take the bottom chin of this helmet and do this, move it around a little bit, that's fine. But if it's moving too much to where the whole helmet is shifting around your head, it's too big. If you can't get a finger in at all and you're squeezing hard, it's too small. And it's also too small because, again, it won't fit all the way down on your head. So, yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this unboxing video slash gear reveal. Nothing too special, but something special. For me at least. I am enjoying this motorcycle stuff and the community and all of that, and I wanted to do more motorcycle content. I will continue to do car content as well, like going to the drag strip, which I am going to do that today. There is an event happening at Battlefield Dragway in Mississippi that I'm going to go to, so I'll put out some content for you guys on that later on. But motorcycle content and car content. I never really cared about bikes from the begin with. I was always into cars, and that's all I wanted to do. But being that, you know, circumstances and financial reasons and other reasons that I won't express to you guys right now, I want to do bikes. I want to race bikes. I want to take this to a track day, like I said. It's just so much fun, man. It's not just about going fast. But this bike, compared to my Trans Am, when it was stock, this bike will whoop that Trans Am all day. I feel like it would. Yes, it makes 51 horsepower, but it also weighs 380 pounds, all right? So the power to weight ratio is just insane compared to a car. But anyway, we're not going to get to that. We're not going to get on that topic right now and talk about that for like an hour or so. But anyways, oh, one last thing that I forgot to tell you guys. With this helmet, at night, you can see fairly well at night with this helmet. But if you are in the middle of nowhere and there's no lights, you hardly can't see a thing. You can still see because, you know, you have your bike on, the lights are on, high beams on, stuff like that. But you can't really see well at all. So I know it makes you look cool. I'm talking to you guys in the biker community. You may look cool with your tinted visor and everything, your cool helmet at night, and you look mysterious and all this kind of stuff. But it ain't cool when you can't see a thing at night and there's no road lights or light poles or any of that. I've experienced that coming home from church. So you can't see a freaking thing at all. The only thing that is helping you at all is this bike riding at night with the high beams on. Other than that, you can't really see a thing. Okay, so swap it out for a clear visor. That way you can see and you don't look stupid. And then when daylight kicks in, swap it out for the tinted visor. So anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I hope y'all like it, and more videos to come soon, and more gear to come soon. This is just my street gear. My racing gear, gotta save some money for that, and I will end up getting some MotoGP gear right after this. So yeah, just slowly but surely. Anyways, if y'all like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Greatest hits. More motorcycle content to come, and more car content as well. Greatest hits, out.